Hello everybody, I'm back again with another video. Hope you're doing well, hope your life's going well, hope this week has gone well for you, and I hope that today has gone well for you. I'm sitting over by the window here. The sun is actually like shining through the window onto my face, and so that's why you see like the sun's rays like in my face. But I want to talk about something real quick. I'm gonna get straight into the topic in this video. You shouldn't care about opinions in general. Now, there are rare exceptions to this rule, but in general, you shouldn't care about opinions. In the long run, it doesn't really matter. When it comes to opinions, everybody has an opinion. And so, when you stop and think about it, does it really matter? Now, I will say the exception is that, let's say you're going to a therapist for advice or a counselor, and they're giving you their expert opinion on what you should do, right? Well, that's a bit different, but just some person out on the street's opinion on how you should conduct your life or what you should do in life, especially for careers. In general, when it comes to a career, you have to be selfish about a career. People's opinions about the career that you want to go into should not matter, right? People's opinions about how you live your life shouldn't matter. Where you live your life, right? None of that should matter. But I think a lot of people, the problem is that many people get so caught up in what other people think that they don't actually fully, hold on one second. Yeah, I was saying they don't actually go out and truly live life because they're so concerned about what other people think that it's basically to their own detriment, right? You know, now that somebody says something that is going against your view of things, right, or what you want to do in life, now you don't want to go out and go achieve that goal. Now you don't want to move to that city. Now you don't want to go for that career, right? Shouldn't matter. You should do what makes you happy, right? As long as it's not harming other people. Like if somebody wanted to just live off grid and kind of just check out of society in general, right? They go out, build their own shelter in the woods and everything. If that's what they truly want to do, then no one's opinion of that should bother that guy or woman. It shouldn't matter, y'all, right? I think with social media, this has been like, what's the word? It's been expanded a lot because, you know, a lot of people tell people like their goals and what they're going to do online, social media, etc. And now, with just a click of a button, you can see everybody's opinion on your post, right? On your video, whatever, on what they think of your goal, And at the end of the day, if it's a well thought out opinion, you should give it some thought, some consideration, but at the end, you're going to do what you're going to do, right? So in a way, it still shouldn't matter. You only live one life. I think life is pretty simple. We make life complicated, right? We make life so complicated. We've created this linear path, right? Go to college, work 40 years, have a family, retire. Not everybody wants to live that linear path that has been set out for you. Previous generations did it, but you don't have to follow that exact path. And there's many people that don't follow that exact path. They are doing what makes them happy, right? Like I say, as long as it's not harming other people, it shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter, right? Should not matter. I think, too, many people are under the impression that life can only go in one linear direction. They don't have the understanding. They don't have the worldview. They don't think outside of the box that was created for them mentally to see that, no, they don't have to work 40 years at one job. They don't have to start a family. They don't even have to buy a house if they truly don't want to. And me personally, I have my own opinions on that. But there's some people that just want a simple life, right? Or they might want to go out in the middle of nowhere and buy like a cheap mobile home or something and just put it on that land and just live there. That's an option that's outside of the box that many people would say, oh, that's a bad idea. What if there's a tornado? It's going to get destroyed. I'm sure this person, well, I don't want to say I'm sure this person's thought about that, but I'm sure that bad scenarios have gone through this person's mind before they made the decision to put a mobile home on a plot of land. But if that's truly what he wants to do, then let him be. He knows the risk, but he also knows the reward. He knows it'll probably be cheaper than buying a home that's already made already. You know what I'm saying? Remember, they're mobile homes. You can buy a mobile home that's not even necessarily in the same city as you and just have it driven over to where you want the mobile home at. Remember, so no, opinions, they don't matter in the grand scheme of things. And we just make so much out of opinions. This is absolutely ridiculous. You know, it's such a big world out there. I look out the window. I see the cars passing by on the freeway. And think about all those people. They all have their own individual ideas. They all have their way of thinking. But many are caught up in a box mentally, right? Everybody has their own individual ideas, but we're just so caught up in that box, that frame of mind mentally, where we have to follow a linear path because we're afraid. We're afraid of what people are going to think, right? Oh, why are you going to take that risk? That's crazy. You need the security of a job. Sometimes you have to take risk in life. If you don't take risk in life, what are you living for? What is your purpose? What is your goal in life? But then again, think about it. That is merely just an opinion. That's my opinion. And someone who wants to just play it safe, work 40 years at one job, just start a family and retire, I can't judge them for that either. And my opinion of that shouldn't matter either. Right? And that comes with the freedom, the removal of that mental box, right? Of staying in that same frame of mind, right? Shouldn't matter, right? It doesn't bother anybody that someone wants to play it safe. It's the same thing with moving across country. There's people that would advise against moving across country. They're going to say, oh, you don't know anybody out there. It's 1,000 miles away. Why would you want to move away from your family and friends? You don't have a job lined up. So they'll put you in a mental bind, right? Because of opinions. People's opinions will put you in that mental frame of mind where you're just like, you know what? They might be right. And I'm not saying don't consider it, but if it's something that you're truly set out to do in your heart, in your spirit, then you should just go out and do it. Opinions. Where did the idea come from that opinions matter? You know, life is such a gift because we have this brain. We can think, we can rationalize, we can connect, but ultimately we have the freedom to choose what we want to do in life, where we live, what we do for work, what we do in our free time, right? Life is full of decisions. And in life, decisions are what make us who we are, right? For example, me, I decided to drive trucks. So I'm a truck driver. I decided to make ASMR videos, right? I decided to share some of my personal life with the rest of the world. So life is all about decisions. and people's opinions about those things don't really matter. Whether they disagree with me driving trucks, they disagree with me making ASMR videos, doesn't matter. Because this is what I set out to do, and this is what I'm going to continue doing. It should be the same thing for you. You made decisions in life, ultimately, to try to better yourself, usually. And I will say this too. I'm not saying you shouldn't give people advice either. If it's something that's obviously going to work against that person, right? You should give them a warning like, hey, this is going to mess you up. I don't think you should do that. But ultimately, it's their choice. But then I can understand you giving an opinion there. But something that is not harming anybody or not harming themselves, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Life is short, right? Life is short. Take advantage of the fact that life is short and there's so much possibility in life. There's so much to do, so much to try. Do as much as you can in life. Travel, live, meet people, do things you never thought you'd do. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let people's opinions stop you. As long as it's not harming you, it's not harming anybody else. It doesn't matter. So, with that, I will bring this video to a close. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. I may go live later on, so stay tuned for that as well. But with that, thanks for watching.